Imagine you have two bubbles. One of them is you, the creator, and one of them is the audience. Where those two bubbles overlap is where content comes into play. Content occupies the space between creator and audience. Content is the resonance between an individual's subjective consciousness and the rest of the world. Content is that space of reception. So in this video, I want to explore the moral or ethical question of, is formulating content to engage our audiences inauthentic? Let's start with the basics. Why are we making content? If you haven't asked yourself this question yet, perhaps now is a good time. When I ask myself this question, I am reminded that I'm out here doing what I'm doing to affect others' lives in a positive and impactful way. What the creator space teaches us is that income, followers, numbers, all of that is secondary to our primary goals of providing value. Something that I mainly did for me, even though I acted like it was something to be consumed by the world. Now, why do I say that it was mainly done for me? Well, for one, I never cared about engaging my audience.
Who cares?
I didn't really care if people clicked it or watched it or clicked away after 3 seconds. I just wanted to keep making the videos. And while that's all well and good in the whole creator solopreneur space, it's not content if it's not resonating in that space between me and the audience. Naturally, we begin to build an audience when we start putting content out there. Our own uniqueness attracts people. We create content with certain packaging in mind, a certain title, a certain thumbnail, a certain hook. And slowly but surely, we start attracting certain audiences to us that vibe with the things we talk about. This is the natural progression of creating content. But once you start steering away, or if you just continue to resist, like I did, once you start steering away or resisting the concept that we need to be honoring our audience and their time and giving them what they came for, value. Value comes in all shapes and sizes. It could be educational, it could be informational, it could be retrospective, it could be comedic, it could be entertaining. But when we're not creating for the other to consume it, then it's not really content. It's just creation. So we're out there as creators telling ourselves we're creating content. But when we're not consciously keeping in mind this resonant space in between us and the audience, then we're not really creating content, and we're probably not engaging anyone. We're probably not building an audience as fast and robustly as we could. Now, why do we want an audience? Why do we want fans? Well, we are trying to build a business here. So to go back to our original question, is it inauthentic or even immoral? Put too much strategy into our video. And all I have to say is I think we can be clever about it. We don't have to pretend. I think if we're needing to pretend, it's not worth it. It might just come off cringy. Even if you're a really good actor, if you're being fake, then you have to continue being fake. And one day you might not want to be so fake anymore, but you have to be, or else you lose what you've built. So it's better to stay authentic the whole way through. But how do we get flexible with what that authenticity allows for? One way is to create your sovereign studio. This is a place where you know you can be safe and uninterrupted for a time and really get into the zone. In the sovereign studio, first you start with a brain dump of everything you know about this topic for a video. Then you slowly just start to outline it, turn it into something. Then maybe write a tweet about it, like a short form or a thread. Turn it into something of form. Maybe get feedback from that. And then you might be ready to start talking about it on camera. So whether your inspiration, this idea was a thought or an emotion, whatever it is, the more you work on it before you start presenting it, the more you can start to just channel what it needs to be in this space between you, the audience, and me, the creator. And where I think authentic video is really powerful is where the more we can let go into that space, the more relatable our video can be, but it requires the preparation to keep structured. It requires form. But the more you write about something, the more you practice it, then by the time it's time to let it out, you're ready. And you know the structure in your head, you know how it's supposed to go, and you've crafted it so you know it's going to be engaging. So I don't think anyone needs to feel guilty about putting too much preparation into a video that they want to call authentic, because your authenticity can shine cathartically through your physical expression or through your creative prowess. These are both versions of ourselves, and there's no hierarchy as to what is embodying us as we express ourselves. When it comes to authentic video content, there are many avenues for making it work and sharing our raw and vulnerable selves in a relatable way that people want to keep watching. So thank you for watching this video. If you're not subscribed, I invite you to check out that subscribe button. If you are subscribed, I invite you to share this video with a friend that might also want to subscribe. This is an ongoing conversation. If you have something to say, I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Thank you. See you next time.